And that ends chapter 26. And before I get to the comments and a general commentary, I am just going to read this one paragraph again because it's so powerful. In all the spiritual traditions, you have the present moment, right? The present moment is the only time in which you can make an effort. You can say, I'll meditate later, or I'll remember myself later when I get home. And maybe it's a good time for William's joke. He says, work asked me to set up a procrastination helpline. I said I'll do it tomorrow. The only time we can make an effort is in the present moment. We can't say I'll do it later. We can't say I'll do it when I get home. We can't say I'll do it tomorrow, because when those times come, and there's a chapter earlier on, the relative passage of time, I believe it's called, where those times don't exist, or if when we do exist, or let's say now it's 20 past 9, yeah? If I say, oh, I won't do it now, but at 10 o'clock, I'll remember myself, or I'll meditate, or I have a moment of awareness. When 10 o'clock comes, I might be asleep, in the Gurdjieffian sense, unconscious, mechanically living. I might be physically asleep, I might fall asleep, I might be distracted with something going on around me, or I might just forget. And then it's too late, isn't it? Then I've not done it. So the only time to make efforts towards raising of consciousness, raising of being, and of self-remembering is in the moment, now. What I'm going to read now, this passage, is that if you go through your life without ever doing it, or without doing enough efforts, then you'll come to the end of your life when you want to save your soul, the salvation of your soul. There's no time left. Time has run out. The old, the sands of time, right? The old hourglass. There's only a few grains left. There's not enough grains for you to actualize your being, which is why, if you're watching this, if you're of fine health, if you're interested and aware of Mr. Gurdjieff and all of his books and books about him, then you must make efforts now, this very moment. Otherwise, something could happen. You could get ill tomorrow. You could become disabled tomorrow. You could get run over tomorrow, or maybe you just won't wake up. And it'll be very sad for all of us here at Book Club. But for your own soul, well, it'll, again, as we read in a previous chapter, you'll go and the angel and the demon on either shoulder will have their notebooks, and God will weigh them. And whichever's got more notes in it, that's where you're off to. Again, according to the Christians and Gurdjieff. Rather a long introduction to my rereading, and let me just read this last this paragraph, which, of course, this is Gurdjieff writing. In such cases, a strong desire appears in the common presences of such favourites of yours to work upon themselves, to work, as they say, for the salvation of their soul. But needless to say, nothing can result from such desires of theirs just because it is already too late for them, the time given them for this purpose by great nature having already passed, and although they see and feel the necessity of actualizing the required being efforts, yet for the fulfillment of such desires of theirs they have now only ineffectual yearnings and the lawful infirmities of old age. The necessity of actualizing the required being efforts. That's the term I take away, and that we have to make efforts now because there's no other time to make them. The only time we can make them is now. This is what we have to do. This is what, for me, this chapter's teaching us, and it's a very important part for me of this work, that the present moment, the now, is the only time you can make an effort, and that tomorrow, mañana, if you're Spanish, mañana, is a disease because we don't know that it's coming. We hope, as Gurdjieff saying, we have this hope in tomorrow, but it's a empty hope. so powerful. There's only ever the present moment, and there's only ever right here. And Gurdjieff's next book that I think we'll read on the channel, the title is Life is Only Real Then When I Am. And so if you're not present, if you're not aware, if you're not here now, then where are you? You know, and what's going on with your life? Who's driving the carriage? As I shared the other day, this metaphor, this analogy that man is a hackney carriage. Where are you if you're not driving? And who's controlling the damn thing if you're not telling it where to go, if you don't have an aim, if you don't have conscience in your waking consciousness? Where are you going? Where are you heading if you're never making any efforts